Most people would agree that the key to a successful project involving multiple team members is good communication. Well, the good news is here in Asana, there are a number of communication tools built right in to help people stay on top of their tasks, get them completed on time, and ensure a successful project. We're going to explore them in this chapter, beginning with one, comments. We can add comments to tasks. If they're assigned to individuals, they automatically get notified, but we can also mention other people to ensure they get notified as well. Let's take a look using our Relocate HR to First Floor project. We'll go to the expansion arrow if you're following along next to Backup Senior Management Computers because this one's made up of subtasks. And we can go to the details for any one of these. I'm going to go to the one for Jennifer Belladonna's backup. Click there to open up the details. And as we scroll down, we see the due date and a time. And a little further down, all of the information related to this task, who created it, who changed it, and when. But down below at the bottom, we also see ask a question or post an update. If we go in here to add a comment, go ahead, click there, you'll see automatically Jennifer Belladonna will be notified because the task is assigned to her. So it's good to know any task that you're responsible for, if there's a comment added, you'll be notified of that comment. I'm going to close this up though, and instead go to the main task. In this case, when we click the details area and open up the details, we can see the subtask down below. That means that there's no one person responsible for the main task. And if we go into the comment area and click there, notice that 0 people will be notified. So you can type in a comment and no one will really know unless you mention them. So I'm going to type in something like this. It's very important that each of us get our individual tasks completed on time in order that IT will have time in between backups. So this means I will need to get my backup done before, and looking at the order, Jennifer comes next. So I'm going to type in the @ sign and type in Jen. That's all I need to see Jennifer Belladonna. I can click or just press enter to add her as a mention. So reading it now, this means I will need to get my backup done before Jennifer Belladonna, who will need to get hers done on time so that Dahlia, we'll use the @ sign, DA, there's Dahlia from a list, can get hers done too. Now notice that 2 people will be notified. I'm automatically part of this as a collaborator, the creator of this task, so I don't need to be notified, but the others will be when I click comment. You can see the 2 ats here. There's a little message, and I know when I close this up that the people who need to know will be notified. Just so happens someone did the same thing on one of their tasks. And if I go to my inbox and look here, there's a little dot next to it indicating there's something new in there. And when I click it, you can see, aha, there's a comment that was made by Jennifer on a different task. And there's my mention right there, my name. So I'm notified automatically and become a collaborator down below on that task. Whether it's assigned to me or not, because I'm mentioned, I'm now a collaborator and I'm following that task. Kind of cool stuff. Let's go back to our project by clicking it here on the left-hand side underneath the Office Relocation team, and knowing now that we can use comments to add information, ask questions, and use the @ sign to mention people to ensure they get notified. When working on a project or multiple projects, you'll receive a number of tasks that you'll need to stay on top of. Here in Asana, there are a number of tools to help with that. One of them is tags, which we're going to explore in this movie. Here you can see, looking at the Relocate HR to First Floor project, over on the left-hand side, my inbox has an orange dot next to it. Clicking this will show notifications, and notifications will be sent when things happen in a project. For example, when you're mentioned, when tasks are assigned to you, when they're updated, you'll get information on those tasks, but they can really pile up over time. So an easy way to get a quick look at just your tasks is to go to the left-hand side here in the navigation pane and click My Tasks. Here you'll see any that are recently assigned, any that are due today or upcoming, later. They'll be grouped this way. Now, certain tasks may be more important than others. Maybe some are private, confidential, urgent, and you want to see all of those tasks together. Well, in that case, you can use tags. For example, if I go to this one here, backing up senior management computers, and click anywhere here near details, I'll open up the details pane where I can see information about the task, its due date. Subtasks also appear down below. This is one that's going to be kind of confidential because we'll be working with the computers of our senior managers. So we might want to tag it that way. And if there are any other tasks that are private or confidential, we want to see them all grouped together. Tags will help us do that. Clicking the ellipses up here in the top right corner in the details pane allows us to add tags. Notice the keyboard shortcut, Tab T. Go ahead and click there and you can see tags has a field with a flashing cursor waiting for you to type. Now, if anybody else in the organization has created a tag, like confidential, for example, and you start to type it in, it'll show up on a list. If it hasn't been created, you'll be creating it with the first tag. So we'll type in confidential and click Create Tag for confidential. Next, we'll assign a color code to it. I'm thinking maybe this dark orange color. We'll select it. So we've now tagged our task as confidential, and we can click this tag at any time to view all of the tasks that are tagged that way. So let's tag another one. I'm going to click in the background here to close up the details. And let's go to another one here. Backup computer. This is my own task for my own computer, which is kind of confidential as well. Now when we go to the ellipses and choose Add Tags, notice there's one already on the list, and all we have to do is click it to select it. And we can create multiple tags and apply multiple tags to individual tasks like this. Now, let's just click in the background here inside the details pane to lock that in. And if we click this tag now, we'll be taken to a screen where we're viewing all of the tasks that are marked as confidential with that tag all in one place. So it's a quick and easy way to see those tasks that are related to one another. Tags are a very handy option when you need to do that. Let's go back to relocate HR to first floor to go back to that project, knowing now that we can tag individual tasks with a number of different types of tags and color codes to help us organize those all together in one place.